What's up, YouTube? This is Wi-Fi Memory here today. Today I am bringing you the first episode of Copycat Sunday. Basically, for Copycat Sunday, all you guys need to know is I'm going to be battling against 3 different teams. And at the very end, I want you to pick which team you would like to see on next Sunday's Copycat Sunday. There's going to be 3 different battles I'm going to be doing, and basically just pick your favorite team that you see, and then it's like a little bit of a vote system. Whatever team gets the most votes, like if you like team number 2 that I went up against, you comment, hey, I like that team number 2 in the comment section down below. I will probably have a comment for each of them in the comments too, like team 1, team 2, or team 3. Just give that a like as well. That way I kind of can see the tallies and everything, and then from there I can definitely see what Pokemon you guys would want to see next Sunday's video, you know. And then from there, the idea is for me to experiment after next Sunday, experiment with that team, maybe potentially try and make it better for videos that's going to be going out on Monday through Saturday on my channel. So basically my whole channel is riding on this little series, you know, because if, let's say you guys really like a chat out team, well, I'm probably that whole week I'm gonna probably be making a lot of chat out themed content. So something definitely to think about when you guys are picking the teams. Like, hey, do you really want to see a full week of chat out, or would you rather see a full week of me using really competitive Pokemon like Latios? Keep in mind too, I am not against using Ubers as well, and we can go on there and run a team of Mewtwo and Kyogre on the standard ladder and see how many rage quits we could get. I mean, that could be kind of fun too. But I mean, our teams are based off of what our opponents are using. What I've been saying though to my wife is like, there's no way for me to fully know the EV spread. I probably won't fully know the movesets. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna be basically I'm gonna be using the Pokemon. I'm not necessarily gonna be using the set. So as I've pointed out, I will be doing free battles in today's episode, and that's going to be like the main theme of this series, is that we're going to be doing free battles, and at the very end you guys pick which team you would like to see in next Sunday's video, and I'll have it ready for y'all by then. So that'd be really fun too. A really cool series idea I had in my head. And we'll see if we can find any opponents. Alright, so our first opponent has been found. His name is Goku. I went and ran to get me some drink to drink, and next thing you know I came back and he was selecting to battle me. So there we were. But he has a Heatran, Breloom, Raikou, Scizor, Shuckle, and Clefable. Very interesting team. If I end up using this team, this is definitely a somewhat competitive team, so keep that in mind, that I would have more competitive theme videos the next week if you guys chose this team. But you know, that's not a bad thing. Having competitive videos do help, but really and truthfully, I really like a gimmicky Pokemon. But hey, I like the competitive stuff too. I'm not trying to tell you guys what to pick, you know, so definitely pick whatever you guys want. Alright, let's see how we can beat this thing. I think we gotta be careful with our Houndoom. Houndoom can be very good, but we do not want to proc that Heatran's Flash Fire. Really and truthfully, we are running out of time. Let's go Gallade. See if I can get all these selected in enough time. Alright, there we go. Yeah, let's go Gallade first, and then we'll go from there. Gallade kind of gives me a great start start of the game, because even with a Shuckle, you will not know that my Gallade will be Choice Scarfed to begin this game. I'm just leaving a Gallade. You have no information on my Gallade whatsoever. I'm going to go for that knockoff. I don't want Shuckle to be carrying those leftovers all that much. Go ahead and knock off those leftovers. No big deal. He sets up a sticky web. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. We do have Stealth Rocks there. I think our Dragonite does have Defog, so we can definitely play around hazards if that's what he decides to want to set up. I think right now we need to go... I'm going to go into our Froslass. I'm going to go into Froslass. We don't really have a great way to hit this Shuckle super effective, but at least Froslass does have the capabilities of hitting it really hard where it hurts. And we get Froslass in before Stealth Rock, so that's always nice. Okay, so right here, I'm just going to go for a Ice Beam. This should do decent damage. And since he doesn't have the leftovers, yeah, that damage sticks. He goes for Toxic. Very interesting. Okay, that's not too bad, I think. Froslass does lose its Focus Sash and everything, but I'm just going to throw some Ice Beams out there. If they want to switch, so be it. I'm just trying to get the Shuckle off the board and potentially get things rolling from there. I'd much rather have Froslass go down than anything else on my team right now, because I feel like Froslass is... the rest of my team is definitely needed to beat the rest of his Pokemon, so Froslass does take a lot of damage. It's not the end of the world here. He does have Rest. Very interesting. So this is definitely a very stally Shuckle. We do know it has Sticky Web, Stealth Rocks, Rest, and Toxic as its damage. Holding the Leftovers is very interesting. You could be running a Chesto Resto, and that could make it a little bit better in my opinion. But yeah, we'll still throw some Ice Beams out. I think the Shuckle will probably most likely outlast our Froslass. But at the end of the day, well, at least we should be able to get some decent damage off. So that's what matters the most. And if we can get enough damage off, I can go in with a close combat with our Gallade and knock it out. I should be able to, as long as it doesn't wake up and go for Rest again. If it does, then, you know, it is what it is. He might be thinking about switching out. Don't necessarily know who you would want to switch out to, though, seriously. Like, you go into the Scizor and stuff, but who wants to risk the chance of Freeze, you know? So it's just one of those weird situations. Like, what do you really want to do with your Shuckle at this moment in time? I think it's doing good for you right now, you know, keeping them on the field, kind of like a dead weight Pokemon, because my Froslass should be going down this turn. That Toxic, oh no, we do live on 10, which is fine. I can't necessarily go for Destiny Bomb because Toxic is what's taking me out, not Shuckle. Shuckle just goes for another Rest. That's a little unfortunate though, but that means he ain't gonna be able to Toxic us. But it practically means Froslass went down for nothing. I was hoping for Shuckle to at least have one more turn of sleep, or Froslass gone down the last turn. Oh man. Like I said, I have to be careful if I bring out Houndoom. Am I just gonna get Shuckle swept? In game 1, I'm just gonna get Shuckle swept, ain't I? I do have the Stone Edge. I could go ahead and try and hit him super effective. We do know Stone Edge's accuracy is very sus, but I think it might be alright. Ooh, that didn't do that much damage at all. No, this Shuckle is bulky. This Shuckle is meant to take a lot of hits, and we don't really have a great check for it, apparently. Stay asleep. Stay asleep. Alright, Gallade, if you can hit one more Stone Edge, well, at least we take care of this Shuckle. Fantastic. I did not want to see a Shuckle sweep. Hey, we finally got a crit too, by the way. High chance of crit, just very low accuracy move, and on the last one, you know, we got the crit. The least important one, as long as we hit, you know. we got Shuckle off the field though, that's what matters the most. So let's see what the next play is. Raikou, okay. I'm not too worried about it. My could have Ice Beam potentially. Can it though? I don't think he can. That's... Now I gotta look after this. I know he can get Surf and some Scald. Scald I think is what I'm thinking, but I don't think he can actually get Ice Beam. If he does, then Raikou would be considered very broken. But yeah, there's the Scald. That's fine. Because really and truthfully, all I want to do is get that Defog off. That way the Shuckle is practically was useless, right? Granted, I'm probably going to lose my Dragonite trying to get Defog off. Interesting you go for 2 Scalds. Are you choiced in any way? Maybe he was just trying to fish for the burn too. You don't know. He ain't confirmed nothing yet, for sure. But yeah, we got Defog off. So that's nice. Is he predicting a switch now? I'm gonna keep Dragonite in because I mean, at this point, I want to know what he's wanting to do because I could easily go into my Steelix, but then I don't want Steelix to take a Rock Slide. I could go into Clefable too, though. Let's see what you're doing. Clefable, good play, good play. But what I want to do now is potentially try and set up some Stealth Rocks. Steelix is probably a relatively decent play right here. Like what you want to do, Moonblast, Steelix should be able to take it relatively well actually, because Clefable is not known to be a hard hitter. My Clefable and Steelix does have Stealth Rocks, so that's really good for us in this scenario anyway. Cosmic Power. That raises your special defense, doesn't it? Let's see, defense and special defense. Okay. Not too worried about that. I'm gonna let him go ahead and set up if he wants to. I'm gonna set my Stealth Rocks up and then I'm gonna start roaring. Minimize. That is a little bit cheeky, actually. That's a little cheeky Clefable right there. Breaking evasion rules, you know. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. As long as we land our roar, that is. Come on, Steelix. Minimize one more time. Let's see. Can we get our roar? I would love it if we got our roar off right here. Fantastic stuff. Don't have to worry about... Oh, there was a little bit of evasiveness from that Clefable. So that's good. Scizor does not belong to fight Steelix in this scenario, right? So most likely he might actually want to try and switch. He goes for Defog. Good play on our opponent's part. Good play. Fantastic play. That's the correct play because your Scizor cannot do nothing to my Steelix offensively, but if you have that tech, that's a good tech. Now we are at full health. We can take a Scald. Don't want to. Really just don't want to. Yeah, let's go into Dragonite again. And we can start getting a little bit of chip damage off onto this Raikou if we can. If we can't, we can't. No big deal. But we should be able to do decent damage. And I'd much rather trade my Dragonite for half on that Raikou. You know what I'm saying? If you're wanting to switch to the Clefable, then I'm okay with that board positioning. I could go for Thunder Wave, predicting the switch. I don't think he has much of a punishment if he stayed in with Raikou. So yeah, we can definitely do that. That gives us some decent momentum if we hit it. And that overall can be pretty good. See, Raikou switching out. It's a Heatran. Hey, I would love to paralyze this thing. Remember, if we can get this Heatran off the board, we can practically do a lot of damage with our Houndoom. Like, that's just a lot of damage that we're going to be able to pull off. So let's start whittling down this Heatran. You know, yeah, sure, you burnt my Dragonite. I remember that. Dragonite's still very useful with the Thunder Wave. That's not bad chip. That is not bad chip. Alright, so most likely that Dragon Pulse right there is going to be taking our Dragonite out. Dragonite survives. This is a bulky Dragonite. And that Heatran might not be full special attack, you know? So, things like that could change the way how this is played a little bit. But overall, basically we get one more free Brick Break off. So that's not the end of the world in my book, you know? That's extra damage. And Heatran's paralyzed. Fantastic. He can't feel safe for going for Flamethrower right here, can he? But I say Flash Cannon, and then he probably has Dragon Pulse. That's probably the move that he's going to go for. I don't see him going for Flamethrower, because if he did, he would proc our Houndoom's Flash Fire ability. And he has to know a little bit about that. We can go maybe into Steelix, but that... I mean, at this point, Dragonite's burnt. There's no reason to save it. So yeah, let's get another Brick Break off. Let's see, yeah, it was a Dragon Pulse. That's fine. Go ahead, take out the Heatran. Or go ahead, take out my Dragonite. We did relatively decent damage to your Heatran, you know. You're just about half, you know. We're looking decent. I can go into Steelix maybe, and I should be able to threaten a KO. I can go into Gallade. I could definitely threaten a KO with that. I think Steelix though might be the better option here. Because we can easily push Earthquake. If he switches, everything takes damage, I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, I didn't take a picture of his team. I should have. I am very bad at not taking pictures and just trying to play off of memory. Sometimes I don't work out the greatest. He sent out Breloom. Okay. How much damage are we doing? Not much. Not much. Alright, so he shows me that he is Toxic Orb, so that means he's not Technician. He's probably going to try and put something to sleep. Might as well let it be my Steelix, right? That's fine. Go ahead, put my Steelix to sleep. To hit Steelix super effective, you have to go for the fighting attack. That's fine, because we can go into a Clefable to take it relatively well. And I know Breloom is a grass and fighting type. He's not a poison type, I'm pretty sure. Because, I mean, I don't know any really good poison attacks that he could have. Okay, so this is the Sub-Seed set with the Toxic Orb. This is a very annoying set. Very annoying. Yeah, he's probably going to try and pop off a Substitute here. We do have the Moonblast. So if he does, we should be okay by breaking his Substitute and everything. He's breaking Sleep Claws by going for a second Spore there. Breaking Sleep Claws by going for a second Spore attack. That's not fun. when they do something like this, because this Breloom now is set up to win. We can try and wake up, but I mean, he switches out. When you break Sleep Claws like that, you know that's not fair. You know, you can't do something like that because things are put in place for a reason. Thank goodness though, we do wake up, we do hit our Moonblast, and you know what? He switched out. Very interesting, because he had a really decent board control. Definitely from where he was standing. Mostly due to him breaking the rules, but you know what? He did have a decent board control. Bullet Punch. It should be doing that much to Houndoom, but I don't want Houndoom to take all that much damage. We can go back into Steelix and wait till Steelix wakes up, right? I don't see Scizor. Like I say, Scizor can't do much to Steelix. Like, he can go Bullet Punch, he could go U-turn to get some momentum. But watch this, Bullet Punch is doing literally no damage. Like, I think our Leftovers, we're going to be recovered right back up. Yeah. His Bullet Punch literally did Leftovers damage. I'm gonna cook the free Earthquake. If we wake up, fantastic. If we don't, I would love to wake up here. Come on, Steelix, you gotta wake up. Steelix wakes up, fantastic. 2 Pokemon go to sleep, but hey, Game Freak's rewarded me by letting them wake up very, very early. Game Freak's saying, hey, if you want this Raikou, I can get the Raikou KO right now. Steelix is gonna live off of Sturdy. Or I can switch out and someone has to take some Scald. At this point in the game, I think I want to take that Raikou out. I think we need to. So yes, go ahead, Scald me. We'll take it. We're at 2 HP actually. So fantastic. So Steelix didn't even need Sturdy. First off, Steelix is just a beast. But you know, if he needed it, it was there. But Steelix living on 2 HP saying, hey, I don't need that Sturdy to survive a Scald from you, Raikou. But I have it just in case. I love Steelix. Steelix is one of my favorite Pokemon, actually. So, very fun to get to use it again. Definitely, I love singles just because I can use some Pokemon that I haven't been able to use in such a long time. We are getting down to the 3-minute timer. Believe it or not. Wow. We are in the lead. I don't necessarily want this Breloom to get any... I don't want the KO on my Steelix at this point because 3 minutes... it plays basically whoever has the most Pokemon. And then from there, who has the most HP. So if I keep the Pokemon lead, even though he would have more HP... I still win because I have more Pokemon. So I want to keep, at this point, I want to keep my Pokemon alive. He can put me asleep all he wants. I'm just going to play very, very stallish, I guess. I'm going to try and set up some wishes, you know, and play a little bit slower. And that may, hopefully that works in my advantage on getting this W for this game. But in my book, I already won. This guy put 2 of my Pokemon to sleep. So in my book, I already win. Yeah, he's a Focus Punch. So very interesting. That's not going to be doing that much damage to a Clefable, I'm pretty sure. Because Clefable does resist it. But very cool. Very cool animation. It does quite a bit of damage though. Not going to lie. Not gonna lie about that. It did do quite a bit of damage. Let's see. He has to go for Spore again, basically. I'm gonna go for Moonblast. If he goes for Focus Punch, then he basically he froze. We're gonna get our wish back right here, and we're gonna be relatively high again on our HP. High enough that we should be able to take at least one more Focus Blast or Focus Punch, and we do have a chance to wake up again, you know. So I mean, definitely we have Blaze, and we're actually in the lead, and like I said, we should be able to take one more Focus Punch, no problem. He is going for it. Unfortunately, we are asleep, and okay. So, we're still asleep. I think the right play is to let this timer go down, right? And then from there, we're going to wait. Eventually, we should hopefully wake up. If not, can Gallade take? I think Gallade could take attack and take the attack, can't he? Yeah, Gallade can definitely take the attack. I lost to Goku. Really? I had the Pokemon lead. How did I lose? Alright, someone explain that to me in the comments down below. But anyway, guys, that's the first battle. Let's go ahead and jump over to the next battle. Alright, so I found my next opponent. We are going up against Felix. And Felix is rocking out with a very cool team of Flygon, Lantern, Masquerain, Salamence, Sceptile, and Torkoal. Oh man, I feel like this is going to be the team you guys select too. Double Dragon. You got the Fire, Water, and Grass Core. You got Double Water, Double Dragon, and then a Grass and a Fire type. Very interesting team, very cool team. Very weak to Froslass. So hopefully we can get the momentum going into our favor in this game. I don't see a way how our opponent can put us asleep. Unless that Masquerain can... Masquerain could have Sleep Powder, but this looks like a much more fair and balanced team to go up against. I'm going to lead Houndoom. Houndoom looks like a good lead here. I need to keep Froslass a little healthy, because I think Froslass is going to be huge in this game. I think Houndoom can definitely get us the momentum that we need right off the gate. He leads Torkoal, fantastic. We're going to lead our Houndoom. And I'm not afraid to actually go Flamethrower against this Torkoal. We are choice specs. We're in the sun. You know, he can't hit us with a fire attack, but we can sure hit him with one. I mean, this will do a lot of damage. Torkoal is not a big fan of taking a special attack anyway. How much damage are we doing? Over half. What are you doing, Stealth Rocks? Hey, if I got Houndoom Sleep, we don't really care about your Stealth Rocks, you know what I'm saying? You set me up, man. Unfortunately, you are not Heat Rock. Okay, so he is Leftovers, but okay. You know what? Either way, I'm okay with this because we got... Why do you have Protect? Okay, now you're wasting a turn of my son by going for that Protect play. Now listen. You may set it up for me, but that's my son at this point. And I don't need to be wasting my son turns with my Houndoom, man. We're very limited on those. You know, definitely nothing wants to switch into a choice specs. Who are you bringing in here? Nothing wants to come in. This is choice specs, Flamethrower, and the sun, Flygon. What are you doing out here, man? He brings them in like he can take it or something. You do not want to take my Houndoom's attack. How he brought it in, it makes me think that it could be considered choice scarfed. Maybe? Just for that, I really don't want to keep Houndoom in. I'm going to go into our Dragonite. Yeah, I'm thinking he's going to lock himself into a ground attack. And I think he's choice scarfed. Show me that you're not. Wow. Good play on the Dragon Claw. I don't know if that's considered a good play or not, but first off, I thought Flygon was mostly a special attacker. So I was expecting like an Earth Power or something. Draco Meteor. Very interesting. Let's see if you are... I bet he's choice. Well, I mean, it does make sense that you would go for the double dragon there against the Dragonite. It does make sense though, but I don't know. But I think he is choiced. I think he's choice scarfed. I just get that vibe that he's choice scarfed. And it could be a very false vibe. But I just feel that vibe going, you know? Just for that vibe too. I know he's going to be switching out right here. So I'm going to try and get those free Stealth Rocks up. He stays in and he goes for Earthquake. My man, he's not choiced. And anyway, my bad. Very interesting then. Interesting. Well, either way, I get my Stealth Rocks up. And he's burnt. And he's gonna go down. We're gonna go ahead and try and get some HP back though. Yeah, we're looking good. Go ahead, set up our wish. Clefable's gonna get healthy in another turn or two. You know, I mean, in the next turn. We should be easily able to take one more Earthquake if he opts to go for it. And we should be able to pick up a free KO with a Moonblast. So let's take it. At this point, he can't switch that Flygon out because it should faint due to Stealth Rock. So the smart play is to go for Earthquake. Knocks us down to about 40 HP. But you know what? That's fine. We're going to go ahead and take him out with a Moonblast. And we should be able to be relatively back to healthy. Thanks to our wish. Yeah, we're looking healthy again. So Flygon's gone. We got another dragon in the form of Salamence, so we have to worry about. And then we have his Fire, Water, Grass core. Very interesting, double water too, which is, I don't know if that was a mistake on his part or if he actually thinks that's a pretty cool core. It is interesting. It is very interesting. Right here, I'm going to just Thunder Wave the Sceptile first thing because this thing can be kind of speedy. Energy Ball, very interesting. Yeah, I just want this thing paralyzed, you know. I don't want this thing to throw any weird shenanigans at my way. And this, having it paralyzed, definitely means my Houndoom should be able to outspeed it later if I need it to. He stays paralyzed as I'm going to be setting up my wish. Okay, that's not bad for me at all. Clefable is looking relatively healthy, sitting around half HP. We can switch. I'm assuming they're going to think that we're going to just stay in. I'm going to go into my Froslass. We should be able to take any attack from the Sceptile with our Froslass. I don't see how we don't. I don't know, Froslass is pretty frail. Let's see, Giga Drain. Not as powerful as an Energy Ball. We survive on 10 HP, man. Cutting it close, Froslass. Cutting it close. But we are surviving. We are alive. And I am throwing an Ice Beam at the Sceptile. He is switching. Like I say, you don't have many great switch-ins to this Ice Beam. One switch-in that he does have, though, is this Torkoal. Torkoal not liking the Stealth Rocks, though. Taking a hefty chunk of its HP out right here. Ice Beam will come out. We should, I know we'll outspeed it if it didn't pick up the KO. We do get the KO, though. Like I said, Torkoal does not like special attacks. So Froslass looking good. You know, if we do feel threatened, actually, we have the Destiny Bond. If we feel like they can threaten us. Is this Choice Scarf Salamence? This could be Choice Scarf too. Very interesting. Let's go into Clefable. I'm getting the Choice Scarf vibe, I guess, in today's episode, you know? I just feel like this could be Choice Scarf. He goes into Flamethrower. We'll see if he ends up his Life Orb. Okay, hey, I'm happy with that. Like, yeah, you might be able to take out my Clefable, but I do know for a fact that my Froslass should be fine. Let's go to Houndoom. We should be able to take a anything really, like a Flamethrower if that's what you're going for. We got the Flash Fire ability. Power us up some more, buddy. I wish it recovered us as well, you know? I wish we got some HP back. Let's see, he definitely gotta feel kind of threatened here, right? Because we're Sun Boosted, Choice Specs, Flash Fire propped. Flamethrower is doing a lot of damage, dude. And we're moving first. Oh man, how much damage are we doing? We just pick up a KO. Not very effective KO. Houndoom looking good here, ladies and gentlemen. Houndoom is in a fantastic board position too at this moment in this game. Lantern comes out. Hey, we're choice back. I mean, like I said last turn, we're choice backs. We got the sun up, you know. We're going Flamethrower. That does a lot of damage. We're doing damage that Houndoom don't. He only dreams about doing. Yes, he goes down to the surf, which was weakened by the sun. That just tells you how frail Houndoom actually is, because it's coming from a lantern. But you know what? Either way, we're looking all right. We're looking all right. We got a Revenge KO'er right here in the form of Gallade. Nothing wants to switch in on a close combat at this point. And this should be free. Like, if you want to switch something out, like if you want to switch this Lantern out, be my guess. But this should be a free KO on something. And Lantern happens to be the free KO. Fantastic. Right here, I'm expecting the Masquerain to come out. Skeptile will faint due to one close combat, I'm pretty sure. That's how hard we hit. Yeah, I'm okay with contesting with you, buddy. You're paralyzed. You could definitely, I mean, if you do survive, you have a chance of not living or not being able to attack me anyway. So yeah, perfect. I felt perfectly fine contesting with that scenario, and we got the one shot. And your last Pokemon, Masquerain, yeah. Takes almost half. Takes almost half. Okay. Intimidate proc though, you know, and we can't hit it super effective, so this would be a smart decision to actually get a decent board positioning here. Masquerain's somewhat speedy, so if we can get Steelix in, that might be alright. At the end of the day though, as long as we get Gallade back in, just using Psycho Cut, we'll get the KO. So yeah, we'll stack Clefable here. What's this Masquerain want to do? Air Slash? Yeah. Smart. I mean, that's when you're in this scenario, that's a good play. But I'm gonna go into Gallade. Like I said, Psycho Cut should easily be able to pick up this KO here. If it don't, it don't. Because I got good Pokemon in the back. I'm not too worried. Let's go Psycho Cut. Let's see if we get the KO. Fantastic. So that's game 2. That's the team that you guys can pick. This team's definitely in the running for this video. Let's get one more battle, and then let me find that battle, and I'll see you. Alright, so third and final opponent, we are going up against Don. Don's rocking out with a Metagross, Azelf, Gyarados, Garchomp, Rotom Wash, and Infernape. Wow, if I had a vote, I honestly think this could be the team I would vote for. I'm not gonna lie, this team looks beautiful for me. Like these Pokemon look like, hey, I mean, yeah. The only Pokemon I would change is the Rotom Wash, but you know what? No, if you guys pick this team up, I will definitely use the Rotom Wash because that's part of the rules, you know, obviously. But anyway, let's see, what Pokemon shall we lead with? Stealth Rocks, I think, is going to be nice, and I don't think he has a great way to get rid of them. So, Clefable. Because if I lead Steelix, that seems like he can definitely set up on Steelix a little bit. Clefable makes it to where it's going to be really difficult for him to try and set up unless you lead the Metagross, which Metagross is not known to be a lead. So, yeah, we'll definitely go Clefable. If you lead Metagross, you lead Metagross. Really? You had to lead Metagross when I said Metagross is not known as a lead? Really? That's just my luck. That's just my luck. Right now, let's just trade Stealth Rocks. If that's what you're wanting to go for. You're going for Hammer Arm? Were you predicting a switch? I don't know what my opponent's thinking. Lowering the speed for me though, because I was going to paralyze you next. So hey, I appreciate it, but I'm going to paralyze you too. So you hit my arm again, you're just going to be very slow. We're going to be in a great spot. So communication with the other trainer was interrupted. I wonder, Don. You had great board positioning. Unfortunately, I'm not going to count that one then towards the video. So I will see you for game number 4, which usually we have only 3 games for these Copycat Sundays. But you know what? That's fine. Game number 4. Here we come. Alright, so our 4th and final opponent, hopefully, is Edu Mendoza. Very interesting team as well with the Dragonite, Milotic, Infernape, Umbreon, Fortress, and Gengar. Very cool team. Very, very interesting team. So let's see. It's definitely got some really good coverage. Let's see, yeah. Alright, so I think Gallade makes the most sense to be our lead in this game. And then from there, we'll just play from it, because Gallade gives me momentum against most of his Pokemon as a lead. Hits most things super hard. The Umbreon, the Fortress, the Gengar, the Infernape. Yeah, and then we actually can hit the Dragonite relatively hard too. I'm probably not going to leave Gallade in against a Dragonite lead, but I feel like we have things, we're good. I mean, heck, we can hit the Milotic neutral. Fortress, fantastic. Like I said, we hit this thing relatively hard. We have close combat. I don't see him being able to do much to us. So yeah, let's see how much our close combat does. It should do over half in my opinion. And with us close combating this Fortress, it didn't quite do half, but with the close combat, it does not reveal that we're Choice Scarfed in any way, shape, or form. Because Fortress is already naturally slow, so yeah, he does not know that we're Choice Scarfed at this point. At this point, we're just going to continue close combating until we can get him taken out. He looks like he might be able to get 2 layers of spikes off, but that's about it. He actually opts to go for Gyro Ball, and he gets the KO because of our Choice Scarf and our -2 on our defenses. Good play on our opponent's part. Fantastic. Because like I said, Gallade was relatively important according to how the team preview looked. We can go into our Dragonite here, and I mean, we can easily just defog. Like, I have no problem defogging. I can go ahead and try and take him out as well. I think it might be smart to try and take him out, because he's probably just wanting to set up another layer of spikes at this moment. He survives and he goes for Gyro Ball. Fine, that's fine. If I know that that's what you're wanting to do, is go for the Gyro Ball plays, be my guess. Just trying to get some damage out on our Dragonite. It makes sense. It really does. I wish we were a setup Dragonite, tell you the honest truth, because we would be in a great spot. Right here, I'm just going to defog, because you ain't going to do that much damage to me. If he sets up another layer of spikes, it'd be very interesting, but I don't think he should. Yeah, he's just going for Gyro Ball. So yeah, he does a little bit more damage because our Multiscale has been broken. But you know what? At the end of the day, we're looking alright. Honestly, I don't even know if our Brick Break can KO it. We'll go for it anyway. We'll see. Yes, we got the KO with our Dragonite. This is a very supportive Dragonite. It gets the Stuff Rocks, it gets the spikes, any of the entry hazards off the field. It breaks screens, because I figured that might be relatively important. And then we have Dragon Claw just for the big damage, but obviously against a Fortress, you're not going to be using that for the big damage. Now, against this other Dragonite. Like, I have some switches. Like, let's go in the Clefable. What are you gonna do to me, man? You know, I'm gonna save my Dragonite. Because, I mean, I find it relatively valuable still. And you're just gonna Dragon Dance. You do know I have a Clefable, and I have a Steelix that can easily wall your Dragonite. So, I mean, little sus, my friend, a little sus. I think you're gonna be switching. Yeah. I had a feeling you would be. Going into Milotic on our Stuff Rocks. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. If it is Marvel Scale, which it is, it would be activating its Flame Orb right now, which is fine. Unfortunately, that means I can't paralyze it, because that's the status I really want on everything. I do know Froslass should be able to take a few Scalds, actually. So we can go ahead and start that process. As long as we don't get burned, I think we're okay. We'll see. We'll see. Because what I want to do is try and go for a Destiny Bond. Let's see, how much damage are... Yeah, obviously Ice Beam's not going to be doing much. And like I say, I know I can live a few Scalds. So I have to play it like I'm trying to get some damage on this thing. Which, I mean, I'm trying to KO it. But I'm also at the cost of my Froslass, really. That does decent chip. Not going to lie. Scald. Okay. Yeah, we should be able to be fainted due to the next Scald that you go for. So if that's the case, I want to go for Destiny Bond here. Just go ahead. Trade Froslass for the Milotic would be very ideal. Goes for Recover. Good play. That sucks though. That sucks. How do you read that, man? How do you read? And I believe Destiny Bond does not stack. So right now I have to hope for a special defense drop from Shadow Ball. Every time I try and go for Destiny Bond, this is with recording and without recording, I fail. Okay, so we Curse Body the Ice Beam. So you can't use Ice Beam. He might switch. Is the biggest thing. He could go for Recover as well. And I think since they know I have Destiny Bond, they're not going to try and KO me. That's the thing. Like I said, he could definitely switch. Nope, he stays in. I'm going to go for Ice Beam, and we're doing no chip at all. Hardly. And he goes for Recover. Thing is, you're gonna have to hit me to get me off the field. And he thinks I'm gonna go for the offensive. I'm predicting the switches, whatever. Maybe you'll hit me this turn. We'll see. This is a little bit of a mind game going on, and we'll see what they want to do. They go for Haze. Okay. They're just showing me everything in their Milotic's arsenal, trying not to get itself KO'd. Yeah, we're gonna go for the special defense strap here. Do we get it? No. They do KO us with the Scald. The reason I couldn't go for Destiny Bond a second time is because Destiny Bond does not stack like that. You can't continually click it or it will fail. It's just one of those weird situations. Oh man, I know. Both my sweepers, other than Houndoom, is down. Houndoom just can't do that much damage to the Milotic. Like, I think that's the Pokemon we have to go into here. But Houndoom is not your ideal Pokemon in this situation. Maybe Destiny Bond, we can pick up a KO. We'll see. Definitely see. This is our only way out. Only problem is I'll lose another sweeper this way. And he goes for Recover. He goes for the Recover. Okay. I think we might actually lose to this Milotic if things don't start coming back around for us. Yeah, I know you're not going. He might go for a Scald here, but either way, I think we have to shake the thing up. Shake the battle up. Let's go into Steelix. Steelix living. Steelix will go down, unfortunately. Unless we switch him out. That may not have been the best play because I could have easily went to Clefable. Could have went to Dragonite. Why'd I go into Steelix? Of all times. Either way. Yeah, Steelix, unfortunately you go down. I mean, we can try. We know that this Milotic doesn't have any huge way of actually hitting our Clefable. It can't hit our Dragonite either. Relatively hard, right? So it can hit Dragonite hard because it does have Ice Beam. Let's just go for these Moonblasts, see what happens. We can lower its stats if we can get the... And he burns us. And of course, you burn us. Let's see if we can get him low enough without him pushing the recover button. We might be able to come in with Houndoom and Dark Pulse or Flamethrower. If we can get him really that low, I would love to just Flamethrower. But we'll definitely see what happens. Right now, he's really loving to push this recover button, and I don't blame him. Like, he's in a great board position right now, and he don't need to try and risk the loss, you know. We did get the special attack drop though, so that's good. So I can definitely see him trying to switch it out now because he does have Haze though. So I don't necessarily, he could honestly keep this Milotic in the whole game from this point on. And there's not much we can do to stop it. We did get another special attack drop though. Very interesting. Clefable, can you get a crit please? That would definitely put us in a very interesting situation. Our Moonblasts aren't doing that bad of damage either, right? We're doing relatively good damage. Yeah, forcing another recover. And since you're at -2 special attack, I'm honestly feeling decent enough to go into Houndoom here. And see if we can get the KO with a Dark Pulse. It'd be close. I have a feeling it would definitely be really close. Or do we want to keep Clefable in? This stage of the game, I think let's go into Houndoom. Like I say, he's at -2. And so far, he shouldn't be able to pick up the KO on Houndoom. If you do, you do. But yeah, you go for Haze. Which with the burn, now you're relatively up around half HP. This should do I'm assuming since it's stabbed, we can do at least 60%, right? Not quite. Did we get the flinch? No. No, unfortunately we don't. But it looks like the HP, we're relatively where we were to begin with. So if we can get the flinch, we're actually going to be okay. So let's see what happens. Flinch? Fantastic. Now he's got to make a decision. Does he keep the Milotic or does he go ahead and sack it off? That's the situation we needed to happen right there. Because at this point, we had the game and then we kind of lost it due to this Milotic. So hopefully we can bounce back. Hopefully we got the Milotic off the field. Hopefully we can get a bounce back. Only got, like I said, one sweeper left. This man took out most of my sweepers. Infernape comes out. We're gonna have to play a little bit smart. That's fine. We'll go into close combat. Could happen. He ain't gonna go for no fire attack. So right now I think Clefable makes the most sense to come on out. I don't see if he could easily go for a Thunder Punch though, but we'll see. What close combat? Fantastic. That could be banded. I keep saying that though, and I've been wrong this whole video that things have been choice and they haven't been. So really and truthfully, I have no idea. We'll go for a Moonblast. We'll see what happens. He may take us out, but his defenses are super low. Dragonite should be able to come right on in and threaten the KO with a Dragon Claw. Because one, Infernape's not really known to be the most defensive thing, especially if it is at -2 defense. He could be switching out. We gotta be smart about that idea. So if he's gonna be switching, I want to go for Thunder Wave. If he's staying in, I really want to go for that Dragon Claw here. But yeah, I kind of had a feeling you're gonna be switching into Umbreon. Don't be synchronized. Do not be synchronized, Umbreon, please. It probably is. And that's a good play. Fantastic play, actually. If it is synchronized. Yeah, it is. Either way, though, we do get it paralyzed. That's important. Dragonite does wall the Infernape. So I need to keep Dragonite alive. So I'm actually going to make a hard switch to Houndoom here. It's not the most ideal situation. Not definitely the most ideal Pokemon to be doing hard switches with, but at this point in the game, I have to play the board control. I have to try and get what I can. And getting Houndoom in is definitely the best situation for me in this game. Because Houndoom threatens so much damage. Nothing wants to switch in our Houndoom because we do have Stealth Rocks as well, and that's just going to help take some damage off. Flamethrower with the Choice Spec stabbed, I mean, nothing wants to take it. Not even this Umbreon really wants to take it. And I'm assuming it's going to be special defensive. And how much damage are you doing? We're practically meeting each other head to head. Unfortunately, he has the leftovers and we do not. Yeah, I think this is a battle that has to happen though. We have to let Houndoom fight the Umbreon until hopefully Umbreon does not get the a chance to use Moonlight, because this is already a little bit of an uphill battle. If we can get one more, if we either get crit or fully para on the Umbreon again, we're in a good spot. Fully para. Thank you. Alright, so now a Flamethrower definitely gets to take out the Umbreon. Infernape's probably coming back in. Same play as last time. I'm going to go for a Thunder Wave, and we're just going to go from there, see what happens. I'm going to switch into my Dragonite. He may read it, so he actually goes into Gengar. Gengar can go Focus Blast. It's smart for me to switch. Yeah, it's definitely smart for me to switch here. Sludge Bomb. Dragonite does take it a lot better than Houndoom would. And we can actually do some damage with Dragon Claw, so we should take this relatively decent, and we do get fully para though. Unfortunate there. I'm not even for sure if Dragon Claw will be be enough to pick up the KO here. It probably won't. But, oh, come on, Dragonite. Staying paralyzed is not the key play here for your Dragonite. In fact, you probably will go down to one more, wouldn't you? Either way, I mean, I probably played fantastic in this game 4, and there's nothing I can say about it. He played a good game, played a very clean game too, you know. No breaking sleep clauses, you know. So, hey, my fullest respect is to this guy. Played a fantastic game. I'm gonna go lock myself in the Flamethrower because I think it's my best attack overall. And Sludge Bomb's enough to KO me. Good game. Yeah, there's not much else I can say about that game. Like, our opponent played a fantastic game. So, it is what it is. Alright, so anyway, guys. I will go ahead and allow game free. You guys can pick that team too if you guys really want to. If you guys really think that was a really cool team. I got a little salty, I guess, because the guy just DC'd on me. But you know what? Yeah, you guys can pick that one too. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Comment whatever team you want to see me use next. If not, if you guys don't leave a comment, I'm going to just default to a team I think that is the coolest. My wife is also voting, so that will probably play a little bit of a factor too if no one else comments. But I'm hoping that I should be able to get a few comments from you guys. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe if you are new. This is Wi-Fi Merriman signing out. Peace.